I seen him some on something. He looked like a bum.
Floyd?
He was looking like a bum, like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh yeah, I seen that too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is,
I don't know
where the money went to.
Exactly.
You know what? Yeah, what y'all say earlier?
He ran up $1 billion.
What'd you say earlier, John?
Surprised at all. It's
Money Mayweather.
It's who he is. I've always thought that he's a horrible person, and this is every bit of.
People don't like Floyd.
You start a business, but I need
People
you guys
do
to
not like somebody who's gonna just constantly show money.
Floyd Mayweather has once again grabbed attention by gifting his sister a luxury Mercedes-Benz S63E Performance, reportedly worth around $186,000. On the surface, it looks like a heartfelt family moment, complete with ribbons and a celebratory Instagram post. But for many watching closely, it feels like more than just generosity. It appears to be a strategic display aimed at shutting down rumors about his finances. While the image is polished and impressive, there are lingering doubts beneath it. The more these grand gestures are shared, the more people begin to question whether everything is truly as stable as it seems behind the scenes.
We got more boxing news allegations that Floyd Money Mayweather has gone broke. Now, personally, I don't believe it, but you got Tank making posts, you got other people from Saudi Arabia.
Jet trips to expensive shopping sprees and six-figure gifts, Mayweather's lifestyle hasn't changed outwardly. He recently flew on his multi-million-dollar jet to the Bay Islands, praising the location while reinforcing his image as a man living without limits. Yet these displays now feel less like celebration and more like reassurance. The louder the message of wealth becomes, the more attention it draws, and with that attention comes deeper scrutiny. What once impressed audiences is now being examined more carefully, and the cracks are becoming harder to ignore.
You know what? I close the door with my arm. With my hand, whatever you want to say. I don't supposed to do that. This Floyd, man, push the button. Let's go.
Looking closer, troubling reports have started to surface that paint a very different picture. Some claims have come from individuals connected to his own business ventures, particularly his fitness franchises. Employees, including trainers and managers, have spoken publicly about issues with payments, with some alleging they were underpaid or not paid at all. Accounts from former staff describe broken agreements and financial struggles that contradict the image of unlimited wealth. Stories like these are difficult to ignore, especially when they clash so sharply with public displays of luxury.
No pay!
Where's Money Mayweather? Hard work?
Dedication!
No pay!
Money Mayweather where?
I don't see you.
I don't see you.
These allegations go beyond simple misunderstandings. When workers describe months without proper pay, it suggests deeper problems within the organization. Personal overspending is one thing, but when financial issues begin to affect employees who depend on stable income, it raises serious concerns. It points toward possible mismanagement or operational breakdowns that cannot be covered up by flashy posts or expensive gifts. The contrast between public image and internal reality becomes harder to overlook.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
1 point. That is sick.
Amir Khan, a longtime rival, has openly criticized Mayweather, suggesting that these issues may be the result of years of excessive spending and arrogance. His comments about consequences may sound harsh, but they echo a sentiment shared by many observers. In a world where financial struggles are common, Mayweather's highly visible lifestyle of extreme luxury can come across as disconnected. For critics, it's not just about wealth, it's about how that wealth is presented and whether it reflects reality.
He owes a bunch of gambling debts. Floyd, okay? And he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at the,
Further doubts have been fueled by reports questioning the accuracy of Mayweather's claimed real estate investments in New York. A lack of clear records tying him to certain properties has raised eyebrows. When someone known for showcasing success cannot provide verifiable details about major investments, it naturally leads to skepticism. The absence of concrete proof makes people wonder whether some claims have been overstated or selectively presented.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
And it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
Rather than directly addressing these concerns, Mayweather has continued to lean into what he does best, showing off wealth. He recently posted a series of luxury watches, including one heavily customized piece valued at nearly $2 million. The intention seemed clear: reinforce the image of financial dominance. However, for many viewers, the constant need to display wealth has the opposite effect. Instead of proving security, it creates the impression of someone trying too hard to maintain a certain image.
The late 40s now, still fighting these random people in random places.
Yeah.
For 5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, you know? Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. Chains, that's a depreciating asset.
Yeah.
Get yourself something that'll hold value.
Yeah.
Go buy some real estate, brother. Buy an original. We'd love to have you in the Dow.
What?
Invest in prime, huh? Do something smart with your money, Floyd.
Another incident added fuel to the growing skepticism. During a shopping trip in London, Mayweather reportedly gave a generous tip to store staff, only for it to later emerge that the workers never received the money. Instead, it was redirected elsewhere, leaving those involved disappointed. While this may not have been directly under his control, it still casts doubt on how these acts of generosity play out in reality. Public gestures can look impressive, but if the outcome doesn't match the intention, it affects how people perceive authenticity.
You won't believe this. Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayoverse. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards. But this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow for more NFT news.
Supporters argue that Mayweather is simply a target because of his success, and there is truth to that. High-profile figures often attract criticism and envy. However, not all concerns can be dismissed as jealousy. Repeated reports of financial disputes, employee complaints, and questionable decisions suggest there may be deeper issues. At this stage of his life, Mayweather is no longer relying on the massive paydays of his prime. His income now depends more on exhibitions, appearances, and brand value, sources that, while profitable, are not as consistent as before.
Crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight?
Without those record-breaking fight earnings, maintaining such an extravagant lifestyle becomes far more challenging. Business ventures like fitness franchises and real estate were expected to provide steady income, but reports of internal issues suggest they may not be performing as planned. Even his recent involvement in cryptocurrency promotions has raised questions. What might appear as a bold financial move to some looks like a risky attempt to generate new revenue streams to others.
What I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself. And I believe that it's going to be, another cryptocurrency that's going to be just as large as Bitcoin someday. It's okay. That's no different from Uber and Lyft.
His latest move involves promoting a crypto project alongside a business figure, presenting it as an exciting opportunity. However, the crypto space is known for volatility and failed ventures, especially when driven by hype rather than substance. While the presentation may look appealing, critics argue that flashy promotions and expensive gifts do not guarantee legitimacy. Given his past involvement in similar ventures, this latest endorsement has been met with caution rather than excitement.
Imagine listening to Floyd Mayweather, a man who can't even read, for investing advice. That's exactly what happened last year when he was paid to promote the absolute Ponzi scheme token Ethereum Max, along with other celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Antonio Brown, and Paul Pierce. The coin shortly fell 97% right after the launch, leaving millions of fans and investors bankrupt.
This skepticism is rooted in history. Mayweather has previously faced penalties for promoting investment opportunities without proper disclosure. Years later, seeing him return to a similar space raises concerns. No matter how polished the message appears, it creates the impression that the focus may be more on short-term gain than long-term value. Combined with constant displays of luxury, it suggests a need to reinforce an image rather than simply live it.
Floyd's broke. You gotta understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Looking deeper into the crypto partnership, the numbers being presented may seem impressive at first glance. However, the industry has a reputation for inflated metrics and artificial activity designed to attract attention. Without transparency and proven results, these figures mean very little. For potential investors, the involvement of a celebrity facing financial questions does not inspire confidence. Instead, it raises further doubts about the project's credibility.
Now, did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather?
Nah, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. That's what a lot of people don't realize.
Another controversy involves claims from Logan Paul, who has publicly stated that he is still owed money from their exhibition fight. Mayweather has downplayed the situation, suggesting that payments from such events are distributed over time. However, critics argue that this explanation doesn't align with how major fight payouts are typically handled. The delay has fueled speculation that financial obligations may not always be settled promptly.
Eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're gonna puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care. I just want my money.
Adding to the uncertainty are ongoing questions about his real estate claims, particularly in New York. Despite repeated statements about owning major properties, there is limited evidence to support these assertions. This pattern, big claims with little verification, continues to raise doubts.
And Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything.
Mayweather has built his brand on the idea of being financially unstoppable, but as more questions arise, that image faces increasing pressure. Instead of offering clear answers, he continues to showcase luxury items, private jet trips, and high-profile partnerships.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory. 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store.
This approach doesn't reflect quiet confidence. It suggests a need to counter growing skepticism. His past involvement in failed crypto promotions adds to the concern, especially when those ventures resulted in significant losses for others.
I mean, it's the new wave. It's what everybody's doing. And I started, of course I started with boxing, but then of course, now it's real estate. My real estate portfolio is crazy, but I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed. And if cryptocurrency is the new wave, you know what? Be the best.
Despite previous controversies, he has returned to promoting similar projects without addressing past issues. This raises concerns about whether lessons have been learned or ignored.
And everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another. Whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself.
The language used in these promotions often appeals to emotion rather than logic, encouraging small investors to participate without providing solid financial reasoning.
That Floyd Mayweather had got scammed with those properties in New York. They alleged said he don't own those properties. is still under some white guy name, and he just might own a percentage of them, but he don't own all of those buildings. That's what the rumors were saying. And Logan Paul was on a podcast going around telling people Floyd didn't pay him for their fight that they had back in 2021, and that he's broke.
Claims about future success are easy to make, but without evidence, they remain uncertain. In an industry driven by speculation, celebrity endorsements carry little weight without real backing.
You have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
All signs point to a shift in focus, from boxing to various business ventures aimed at sustaining income. However, constant promotion, combined with ongoing controversies, is beginning to affect his reputation.
Just another ordinary day, chilling in an EWB Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWB is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need a leg. I know I ain't that tall, about 5'8.5", some days 5'9", but it is what.
While his legacy in boxing is secure, his business journey risks being remembered differently. In industries like crypto, credibility matters more than fame, and endorsements alone are not enough to build trust.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion.
At this stage, his actions appear less like expansion and more like an effort to maintain a certain image. With growing questions about finances and business decisions, the situation continues to evolve. What do you think about all of this? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for more updates.